Hey, all of you beautiful souls. I had a video request from one of our long-term community members, Astroname, and he asked, or he says that he's found his soulmate or his twin flame, somebody that, he believes is his significant other. And he asked, how do I attract them into my life, though? And this is a very delicate question, and it's a very deep question, right? And it deserves a deep answer. Now, I answer all of these questions very honestly, because I believe that's what a real friend is someone that's going to tell you, the cold, hard truth that you need to hear. It may hurt your feelings, it may, even make you cry sometimes, but at least you can say thank you for them telling you the cold, hard, brutally honest truth. Now, I'm not here to attack you or insult you, but I'm here to give you the truth. And when we mention your significant other, this person's just, everything about them is just perfect. Their character, their personality, their hobbies, their interests in life, whatever they, do for a living, or, one of their side things they do in life, and, how they talk. You got the love bug, right? You got the love jitters. You are in love. And you just know this person is your twin flame, soulmate, whatever metaphor you want to use. Well, there's one very, very, very important piece to this that you have to understand first. And I bought this hat when I went to a little town next to me where I'm living in Mexico called the Magical Town, or Mocorito or something, I don't know, but the motto was Magical Town, so I thought I would wear my magical hat that I bought in the Magical Town. There's one warning or one piece of advice that we need to all embrace before we make that move to an actual relationship or a serious relationship. If you have to understand, that it's not this fake societal love. You can go to the Seiluke Facebook page. Unfortunately, Facebook shut us down after we hit 50,000 members. But you can go and still scroll down and find the post on the poem that I called, or the poem called Love. It's still on the Facebook page. You can still go find it. And, true love, an unadulterated, true, and pure love, which is what everyone deserves to experience, right, that comes from within, that, is 100 times more, 1,000, infinitely more passionate and deep, from when you kiss, when you hold each other's hands, and so forth, because it comes from within. And true love from within is infinite. It's beyond infinite. And that's what we all deserve. You have to understand, though, that this true love is giving. It doesn't take. It doesn't use. And this is where we have this fake societal love, right? Like, oh, I'm in love with the shape of you, and all these other, perverted and creepy lines, that hypnotize or repeat over and over, and, a lot of the people that are not awakened or thinking for themselves, and their subconscious mind starts to live in a false exterior, physical, realm with no truth behind it. And that this fake societal love, a lot of times, especially for younger people or younger souls, wants to use, right? It wants to use somebody. It doesn't want to be alone. It can't be alone because it's still living in the ego. The ego is dissolved when you truly understand and love yourself on the inside. Right? You discover yourself on the inside, and you love and appreciate yourself on the inside like a real man or a real woman, and you have your life purpose, right? And you want to give to life, and you want to give to your loved ones. right? When your loved ones are having a good time and, maybe you're busy, you're happy. You're happy for them because you love them. You're still happy that they're having a good time. You're happy that they're happy, even though you're not there. You support them. When your loved ones, have a huge promotion at work, or, something big happens, you're there to congratulate them. And it's not a fake or just a nice guy or nice girl with congratulations. It's authentic, it's genuine, right? It's kindness. So what this has to do with all this is my biggest and main point, that you have to accept and understand that before you make that move to the serious relationship or embracing your soulmate, twin flame, whatever metaphor you want to use or analogy, you need to accept that truly loving them is going to be allowing them to be happy. You want them to be happy and joyful. And allowing them to be happy and desiring them to be happy because you truly love them is not going, if they don't want to be in the relationship at the end of the day, then that's their decision. If they're happy just being friends, or they're happy just being best friends, or having a deep friendship, then allow that to be. Don't ever, 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 push forward and try to force anything. It's creepy, it's dangerous, and it's very, very unwise. And the more you try to force things in life early on, like I said, not only is it creepy, but it's very dangerous, and you start to learn the hard way. You start to learn the hard way. And I'm not going to make another 15, 20-minute video on why forced subliminals are dangerous and unwise and foolish. I know the teenage subliminal creators still, living in their mommy and daddy's nest, the big bird nest. They haven't, flown out of their nest. Don't understand, and that's fine. I'm not here to criticize them. I'm not here to condescend them. I understand. I was once there. But I want you to understand, since you're coming and watching this video, that's the first and biggest key point that will separate a healthy relationship from an unhealthy relationship. And no unhealthy relationship is ever going to last until marriage. And if it does, that's why we have divorce rates that are higher than ever before. So the first key point is just allowing the relationship to happen if it truly is meant to be. And I understand. We all have. When I first met Paola, there was an attraction right away. A lot of us meet our significant other that we end up marrying, and there's an attraction right away. But you have to allow it to manifest. You have to allow and receive. And in Western cultures and Western societies, we have a very dangerous paradigm that doesn't allow for our manifestations to occur, and you get so attached to whatever goal you desire to achieve, and you end up pushing it away. You end up turning into a control freak. Maybe a lot of times you will know it's creepy to try controlling someone or something, but you just get drawn into it, right? And before you know it, you're like, dang, what am I doing, right? So you have to really realign and question your intentions before you go to make the move for the serious relationship. And even when you're in the serious relationship, there's going to be days sometimes where you catch yourself like, wait a moment, that's creepy, what am I doing, right? That's not aligned with the vibration of true love and a deep love, if that makes sense. And the second, so you're going to allow whoever you desire to come to you. They're going to manifest to you if it's meant to be. This is a two-way thing. And the second thing you want to do is put yourself out there. And it's scary, right? It's scary if you are still living with an ego to put yourself on that pedestal where they might reject you. But when you have dissolved your ego and you truly understand and love yourself on the inside, you understand that rejection is a good thing. It just means it's not meant to be. And you're thankful that you understand that it's not a two-way attraction or desire for that serious relationship where you're not going to waste your time. because you love yourself on the inside and you value your time, right? Your time is valuable, where you're like, hey, this is not two ways. This is not both ways. So I'm grateful. Now I'm not going to waste my time. But you can still be best friends. You can still have, that bromance or sistermance or, brother and sister, from another mother connection and relationship. Nothing's wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with that, and appreciate that. And the third key point is to be grateful. Gratitude grows anything in life. Gratitude is the vibration of life itself. So you need to be grateful. And through appreciating through your words and, aligned with your heart, when you give gratitude to that person, it's going to say, I'm thankful for the time we got to spend together. I'm thankful for our conversation that we just had. Gratitude will grow you towards the serious relationship and attracting that person into your life. And 3, like I said, you need to put yourself out there. Or 2, you need to put yourself out there. Don't ever expect anything just to manifest like that. Especially if it involves another person who has their own free will. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that unless if you're going down a dangerous path that I just mentioned. So you need to put yourself out there. You need to start conversations. You need to message them, text message them, call them, send them a voice message, whichever one you prefer. You need to connect with them. You need to put yourself out there. There's a difference between bragging and impressing, wanting to impress somebody. You need to impress. Sometimes there's times in life where you need to impress somebody. When you're in a job interview, it took me a while to finally understand when I was like 20-something jobs out of my 30 jobs in, since a lot of times I was just recruited by, managers for my next job up. But I finally realized I need to impress. Because it's in my nature to where I don't seek other people's approval. Right? But at some point, you need to realize that you need to impress this person. Now, bragging is a lot different, right? Bragging is just like anyone on the street and anybody that comes within your, personal bubble. You're like, hey, I mastered 30 jobs and my name is Seiluke. No, it doesn't work like that. But you need to put yourself out there and impress this person. Go all out. Like, hey, my name's Niall, I don't know, I have a passion for, science and, subliminals and the self-help stuff. And, have you ever heard about, I don't know, whatever. Start a conversation and genuinely impress them. And put yourself out there. And if they show interest, back. And this is the biggest thing that so many young souls ask. Well, how do I know if they're interested? How do I know if they like me back? How do I know if they've really manifested all the way into my life as that person, my boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it may be, or the person I'm dating, excuse me. You have to pick up on things. There's something called an initial interest and a continuous interest. When you first meet somebody, it doesn't matter if you like them or not. They're going to show an interest, right? Like, hey, what do you do for work? What's your name? But then there's a continual interest. And a continual interest is when you have that first conversation, what do you do for work? Where are you from? Blah, 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 If they come back to you or you go to them and you start another conversation, or they go to you and you have another conversation where they're still wanting to get to know you more, they're interested. There's something there. And that's when you need to keep impressing and you need to keep talking to them. And as I said, if it happens, it happens. If at any point they back away or they take a step away, then I'm sorry. It's not meant to be, and appreciate the time that you had together and appreciate the relationship. This is me being brutally honest. I hate to say it, but don't shoot the messenger. The last key point I will give you, the final point, is just to, at the end of the day, love and appreciate yourself to the point where you could spend all day with yourself. You could literally be inside, and we all do it, right? Nobody's crazy. We all talk to ourselves when we're by ourselves, right? Sociology 101, okay? I'm not done, right? We all talk to ourselves. Get to the point where you love and appreciate yourself, where you can just be by yourself, talk to yourself, and enjoy your time alone. To where then another soul, another person that you were attracted to, will genuinely appreciate being with the person you really are. Because if you don't enjoy being by yourself and enjoy your own company, do you really think anyone else is ever going to genuinely love and enjoy your company? So it's just like self-help 101. Everything starts with you. Love and appreciate yourself on the inside and respect and value yourself so much on the inside to where you can spend a whole day by yourself and enjoy every second of it. Then, when you have that soulmate or whatever metaphor you want to use, the person you love, the person that's, everything you want, they will enjoy and appreciate being in your company too. And it will be real and authentic. I love all of you. This is how you attract your twin flame, soulmate, significant other, person that just feels like it's just there.